don't eat breakfast. Then I have oatmeal for lunch. Good night. Thanks for dropping by. Is this the right color? I don't know why it's not sticking here. I think the paint is too glossy in this spot. Oh, did something happen? Uh-oh. Huh. Did something happen? Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, the stream cut out for a second. Okay, it died for a split second. Okay, weird. You know what? I count it as a blessing that it only died for a split second. Because sometimes it just crashes. So, you know what? It's good. It's all good. Eugene says the weather outside is frightful. Oh boy. I'm scared. I haven't looked at outside for a while now. Maybe my internet died for a split second. Like maybe that's what happened. My connection went down. Certainly is a possibility given the state of the weather outside. Oh, you were thinking of the song? Okay, I thought the blizzard had already started. The weather outside is frightful, but that fire is so delightful. Da da da. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Ah! Ew, what is that? You can't see it because the shine of the light hits it right there. But that's not the color I wanted. This is what happens when you paint without even testing the color on your brush. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold both signs at once. Wish me luck. There's 3, so I don't know why I said both, but 2. Okay, okay. Push the chair back. This is what we have for number 1. Well, this is really technically the second one. I don't know how I'm supposed to hold this without getting paint smudged. Okay, one moment. This one should be dry. I'm gonna knock something over. Oh boy. And this is the second side. It's too big, I can't fit it in the screen. Okay, I'm gonna try to stand on something. And I hope I don't stand on anything important. This is what we have so far. Alex says you got it, good luck. That was kind of scary because I have like slippery fabric stuck to my feet. Jeremy says the sign is pretty lit. Thank you. Oh, Jeremy has redeemed Hydrate or Dihydrate for 200 channel points. Thank you very much. Celebrate with some water. I raise my glass to you. Let me switch back to hand cam real fast. Okay. And refresh my camera. Thank you, that was a much needed sip of water. Okay, this part of the sign is going to be easier because it's just 3 letters and it's a much smaller surface area. This S is like abnormally shiny and it's kind of like a bad texture too, so I can't wait to paint over it. Okay. Back at it again with the daffodil yellow. Let me just clean my brushes. I don't want too much buildup on them. One really nice thing about this tub of water here is it has ridges at the bottom, so it has a built-in like brush cleaning thing at the bottom. So you can really like work your brush in there and get it decently clean. The only issue is there's too much water in the box, so it's kind of spilling. But yeah, how is everyone else's day today? I feel like I didn't ask that. If you're just tuning into the stream right now, welcome, and I'm painting a giant sign of my name. These are the last 3 letters. To give you an idea, each letter is about the size of my hand, a bit bigger for some of them. And the entire sign is about 6 feet long. So we're using some daffodil yellow to make a little halo around these letters. This is my least favorite part because I think it looks really questionable at this stage. You know, that kind of buttery yellow stands out a lot on the orange and not in a good way. Ugh, I hate the sound it makes when the metal part of my brush squeaks against the edge of the cardstock. Alex says, my day was good, did some art, ate food, slept for 3 hours, but managed to catch your stream live. Aww. It is like a really weird time for you, isn't it? It's like 5 in the morning in the UK right now, right? But yeah, it's always cool to experiment with different art mediums. I'm sure if you keep up with watercolor, you'll be able to create some really cool stuff that you're happy with. It's 4:20 in the morning. Wait, 5 hours ahead? Funny number. Eugene says UK is 0 UTC. We are -5 UTC. Interesting. Alex says not even the good 4:20. Yeah, I feel like 4:20 in the morning is cursed. 4:20 in the afternoon is 10 minutes before my stream on Fridays. Eugene says I had to remember that. That's cool. I wish I knew this stuff. Because when we were making time zones in Melancholy server, I had to look into it. Cool. Wait, I don't think I'm in Melancholy's Discord server. I should probably, like, join it. Okay. That sound, like when the paint on the edge of the brush scrapes here. Wait, let me see if I can do it. I don't want to do it. Why does it make such an ugly sound sometimes? I don't know. It like sends chills down my spine. Do you ever just like... Eugene says, no more, please. I don't like the sound either. Yeah, okay, no more. That was just for demonstration purposes only. I'm glad you know what I mean, though. It's just like, you know, when there's just sounds and they make you sad. Eugene says, I can send the invite to you in DMs. All right, thanks. Alex says, cursed ASMR. Yeah, imagine. ASMR, but it's just like utensils squeaking on your plate or nails on a chalkboard or any other of the myriad, like, cursed sounds there are. But yeah, I gotta be extra careful with these little gaps because I don't want to make an ugly sound. Okay, now I'm gonna mix up some orange. You need to react to some stuff before getting in the server though? No worries. Yeah. Or just someone chewing cotton wool. You know what's funny? I don't think that would make a lot of sound. So I feel like that would be better than, say, someone chewing styrofoam. I don't like that. Why did I imagine that? I did this to myself, you know? I put myself through that. Ah, that's a lot of yellow. I feel like that's too much. It squeaks when it's chewed, huh? I'm not doing this, don't... You didn't see this. You didn't see me try to put the paint back. Top 10 most unsatisfying moments when painting. That didn't happen. I think I only did it because I think the orange underneath it was like dry enough that it probably wouldn't have contaminated the yellow. I saw nothing, that's what I'll tell the art police anyways. Oh, you know what I forgot to do for that other piece? I forgot to add in little yellow highlights. So that's something I'm gonna need to do in a bit. And I thought I was done too. Foolish. I think all the times they ever put gauze in my mouth, I was too, like, out of it to really process what it sounded like, thankfully. Do you guys have any other sounds that you really don't like? Manic says, I do not like the sound of plastic snapping. Like a crinkling sound, or like when you snap a brittle piece of plastic in half. I feel like physically plastic snapping would be like an unsatisfying thing to do. You know what I really don't like? And this one is one of those oddly specific things. When you get cheap plastic and it just cracks. Oh yeah. Yeah. One of the sounds I don't like is when you're in a call with someone and they start whistling and then their whistle gets all distorted because the call quality is really bad. And this only came to my attention because Rowan really likes to whistle, and whenever we're in a call with each other, sometimes he forgets how bad it sounds once like it gets all crunchy. So he does like a little crunchy whistle to me. Alex says, any repetition kills me, like a dripping or tapping. Also, for some reason, a boiling water sound in a saucepan kills my soul. Wow. But yeah, repetitive sounds are the worst. Yeah, for sure. Like, if it's an annoying sound, but it happens like again and again, it's definitely really gross. It just makes me sad. Ah! See, like, it happened. This sound that I don't like, and like, it never happens when you expect it either. I don't like the letter S. It just has all these weird corners, like nooks in it, and then it has no corners, actually. S has no corners. And then my brush keeps getting caught in them and then it squeaks. Adding a bit of extra yellow in here. Okay, I'm gonna concentrate. I gotta be really careful in that little gap because I don't want to do the thing. Alex says progressive jazz or chaotic music with no order. Alex says, okay, I realized I have a lot of sounds that bug me. Okay, here's something interesting about me. I really like fusion jazz and I really like progressive jazz. That's, you know, y'all like jazz. I like jazz. I like crunchy sounding jazz a lot. It's the kind of music that I only listen to with headphones in because I feel like it bugs other people. I mean, even though I like fusion jazz a lot, I wouldn't play it unless I was in the mood for it. So there are definitely some times where it just comes up in my playlist and I'm like, this is annoying, I don't want it. You know, you have to be in the right state of mind for some types of music. It's okay, I won't hold it against you. Thankfully, it's crickets in the background of my stream and not chaotic jazz music. Yeah, there was like a year where I pretty much exclusively listened to metal because like it would just get me pumped to do work. And now I just can't stand it. Like, maybe it brings back college memories, you know? Like, sometimes I go through old pictures in my camera roll. I find, like, pictures I took when I was in college, and I'm just like, oh no, I remember how miserable I was. I don't want to look at these anymore. Maybe that's why I don't like those songs. Wow, this paint sure dries fast. Alex says, I like some odd music. I go from modern electro indie to retro 70s pop. I'm a bit weird. Yeah. Honestly, it's all like what mood you're in, you know? Sometimes, like, the music you like just transcends genre. I definitely have a few, like, outlier songs from genres that I don't normally like, but, like, I just really like that particular song. Genres are confusing though, because sometimes, like, I never know how to accurately categorize what music I listen to. So I've just given up on that. When I was in high school, I used to really care what genre of music I listened to, and if it didn't like fall in the right genre, I was like, this doesn't fit my identity, so I won't listen to it. Oh man, there's like a little piece of blue paint. Okay. What is that? Is the paint coming off my brush? Is that what's happening? Like, is the green handle of my brush flaking? Alex says, yeah, my Spotify playlist is so mixed. I relate to that. It's like, it's music for me and only me. Like, I don't make playlists that I think anyone else would want to listen to. One time I made a playlist for Rowan and he was like, I'm kind of getting whiplash from this because it's just too many different moods. Like, why do you have so many like upbeat songs alternating with like really calm ones? And I'm like, it's the mood. And he's like, you know? It's just one of those really subjective things. Ghosty says my playlists are utter chaos. Relatable. Eugene says my Spotify music is interesting. Yeah, at the end of the day, if you're not like a radio DJ or you're not playing music like in a place where people are gonna listen to it, I don't think anyone should judge you on your taste of music. Manic says my private playlists are chaos, but I have ones for Sonya and it's the most organized thing I ever had. Eugene says it's 20 different languages, so people who listen to my music just get very confused. That's really cool. That's a great way to learn languages. I love hearing about what you guys listen to for music. It's so cool. Eugene says you gotta listen to Finnish music. I think I have like one Finnish song in my library. Just one. If you have like any recommendations, I would like to hear some. You can send me a DM if you want. Is it Yevon Polka? No, it's not. I think it's, I don't remember the name of it. But if I scrolled through, I would be able to find it. Ghosty says Dimple's DMs are just gonna be playlists and song recommendations now. That would be pretty cool, actually. Eugene says that's like the only Finnish song people know, legitimately. It's funny, I forgot that song was Finnish. I'm sure I looked it up at one point because when I was like 11, I was obsessed with Hatsune Miku and Vocaloid in general. So I know I would have looked that up because of Leakspin, but yeah. Ghosty says I have so much music I could send. Eugene says it was the derpiest song. Yeah. Alex says I thought most Finnish music was hard metal. The song I know is kind of like a folk song, but it's not Yevon Polka. It's like indie folk. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, hang on. Let me check if it's... I'm curious too. I'm just gonna check. I need to do that to make my songs load faster. Okay. I'm checking. It might not be finished. I'm just gonna check. Oh no, she's Dutch. It's Witblad by Ifje de Visser. And then there's like another song that I don't know who it's by. Manic says, I've only ever listened to Norwegian songs when it's not English. I don't have a reason. I just think their voices are beautiful. Eugene says, Er du norsk? Okay, let's see. What's the other one that could be finished, but I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. This is not a productive use of streaming time. Yeah, it was called Witblad by Ifje de Visser, and it's Dutch. Yeah, it's funny because I just don't remember the names of songs. So yeah, you know what? If I find it, I'll let you know, because I just have a lot of, it's not very organized. Oh, and then there's another one by, let me see. No, this one's the Northern Netherlands, so yeah. It's like this. It's Dutch. Yeah, it's just one of those songs, I don't know what they mean, but I like it. Okay, back to painting. Yeah, I have a lot of songs I like that I just don't know the names of, so... And not because they're in different languages, just because I don't know. Oh! Mannix and Ghosty with the sound channel points. Gotta keep the soundscape of my stream interesting. Mannix says I'm having too much fun with the sounds. I actually have more that you guys can play, but I think you guys would need to use actual bits to play them. But yeah, I have a few that are for channel points only. Eugene just knows all the languages because he's in like cognitive science. Eugene says I got to practice my Dutch and German today at work. Cool. Alex says, Dimple, have you tried salted licorice? I sure have. Let me see. Did I like it? I was okay with it. I prefer sweet licorice by like a landslide. Like, I don't know. I was kind of neutral about the salted licorice. It wasn't like a hard dislike or a big like either. But yeah, I really like licorice hard candies. The sweet ones, like to me those are chef's kiss. Alex says, I was sent some and I swear it nearly ruined my friendship with the sender. It made my mouth sad. Oh no! Oh no! That's awful. I feel like it's a very strange taste for sure. I feel like maybe it would have been an acquired taste for me, but I don't know. It didn't make my mouth sad. I just didn't like or dislike it. I did end up finishing like the pack of it, you know, just by myself because my mom didn't have any of it. But yeah, I don't know. I like sweet licorice a lot better. I'm a big fan of anise flavors, like anise spice, star anise. Okay, I'm just gonna brush in these little yellow highlights, and I hope I don't make my ears sad by doing this squeaky thing again. Alex says, Dimple Cheeks, what's your favorite candy bar? Good question. Okay, I haven't had like candy bars for a really long time because I'm very allergic to a lot of different things. So, I don't know. The other day I tried a Coffee Crisp again, one of those mini ones, for the first time in a long time, and it like wasn't worth it. So yeah, I don't know what I like anymore. If like I had to pick one, I guess I'd just pick something basic like a Kit Kat then, but I find it like too sweet. And is that I have an apple in Dutch? Ik heb een appel. Hi, Legend! How are ya? It's cool, thank you. It was like really smooth at first. Oh, I didn't take a picture of this one. Eugene says, correct? You're right. So I guess those languages are a lot easier for like English speakers. Hang on, Legend, I'll show you the other pieces of the sign in a second. Let me just wrap up what I'm doing over here. We just gotta add in some yellow highlights. It was like a really smooth surface, like you know how these letters are, but I'm adding some paint textures so it looks more, I don't know, more interesting. I didn't want like smooth flat colors. Okay. Whew. There are of course words that do not look the same at all, and also sentence structure is different. Okay. So here is the last 3 letters of my username. Here are the middle 5, E-C-H-E-E. And I'm just gonna put this here. Oh boy. Mannix says, I gotta head to bed. I'll see you all next time. Bye, Mannix! That bye-bye sound is my favorite. It makes saying goodbye a lot easier to you guys. Because it's like, I'm sad to see you guys go, but, you know, it is a really cute sound. I'm the kind of person who, if I call you and then at the end of the call I say like, bye, I expect to hear goodbye back. And if I don't, I get sad. Legend says, oh, I thought it spelled cheese. Oh. Cozy says, ah, yes, cheese. I feel like I've been stumbling over my words a lot today, but I'm gonna try to be nice to myself about it. Sometimes it's just difficult to paint and talk at the same time. Words are hard. But yeah, you'll see like the first 4, 5 letters in a bit. I wish I could hold all 3 signs at once, but I just do not have enough arms, unfortunately. Ghosty says, cheese our beloved streamer. You know what? That would have been a really cute name though. You know what's really funny? I'm actually allergic to cheese. Fun fact. Like not specifically cheese, just all dairy products, so I consume a lot of dairy alternatives. Alex says, I say bye like 3 or 4 times before I go on a call. I do that too. Especially with like family members or loved ones. I'm like, love you, bye. Oh, by the way. I'm like, oh, wait. I have to tell you something. Okay, love you, bye. Yeah. Legend says, I'm also in a meeting right now, so sorry if I'm not in the chat that much. Thanks for the lurk though, Legend. Ghosty does that too? Okay. But yeah, if you don't say bye to me, I'll be like, hey, you didn't say bye. I've definitely called Rowan after we've hung up just to hear him say goodbye to me properly. He's like, oh, you called me again. And I'm like, yeah, I just wanted to hear you say bye. This is the kind of thing I can get away with Rowan, but like with no one else because he's cool with it. But I know like if I did that to my family doctor, he would be like, what? Ghosty says, I only do it because I'm typically quiet and my mic doesn't always pick up my voice. I do it because I am entrenched in my routines, and if something doesn't follow a particular pattern, it bothers me. Alex says, speaking of which, I need to try and sleep. I have work in the morning. It is the morning. Good night, Alex. Don't worry, I'm guilty of staying up way too late too. I hope you have a good rest, and it was nice to catch you in the chat, even though you're up so late. Goodbye. Ghosty says it's almost 11 p.m. here. Yeah, it's like 12 a.m. for me here. Oh yeah, my stream did drop. Because it says I've only been live for like 44 minutes. That is so weird. Eugene has classes in the morning. Okay, good night. You know what? That's actually like pretty good timing that you guys are going to bed, because I don't know how much, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be coloring in the letters as well tonight, because this is, I did say I was gonna do like a shorter and later stream, and I was later by half an hour. Let's see. I'm gonna switch back to Facecam and let's take a look at what we have so far. So I guess we'll start with the middle, which is kind of a weird place to start. And I'll put the end. Oh, what a weird shape. Okay, I'm so glad I didn't get paint on the dress. It's really bad to have so many projects happening at the same time. Hey, that lines up pretty well, the gradients and stuff. Like, that's not bad. That's actually pretty good. I like that. This is such a tall sign. This is like This already is almost as tall as me. What the heck? Okay. Okay, Ghosty says, yeah, I only plan to stay for a few minutes. It looks cool so far. It was fun to watch the process. Okay. Wow, this is such an awkward shape. I hate it. But yeah, here, dimple cheese. That looks pretty good too. Okay, you know what? I'm pretty happy with this so far. Yeah. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna do one letter. Ghosty says it looks so cool so far. It was fun to watch the process. Thank you. I'm gonna treat myself and I'm gonna do one of these letters and just test it. Because I just want to know what those colors are going to look like. I don't know, is that a wise idea? Eugene says, good night, good night, good night, good night. I don't know that one. And don't tell. Eugene says, now I sign off. That took a bit of time. Good night, Eugene. Salan. Which is Mandarin for good night. All right. You know what? No. Dimple can have a little paint as a treat. A little paint. I don't know. Like, now is a good time to leave off, but I just want to try the green. Okay, this green is clogged and I don't feel like unclogging it. Whoa, that's a lot of paint. Okay. We're full on like finger painting right now. Okay. I'm gonna use a different brush because I don't want to ruin anything. This is gonna match my business card so well and I am here for it. Ghosty says, just me and the Nightbot, we might hold hands. I would hold hands with Nightbot. Nightbot has been nothing but wonderful. For anyone else who streams out there, does anyone else get like a long list of bot names who are in their chat? Because it really clogs me up from seeing who's actually in here with me. Ghosty says Nightbot is very polite. Yeah, Nightbot is pretty much as polite as you program them to be. I say program very loosely. Like, I've seen some very polite Nightbots and some very, like, rude Nightbots. Okay, I need to wash this brush because having the blue mixed with the green is not my favorite thing right now. But yeah, this is supposed to be a neon blue paint. It doesn't really come across as that. But hey, I really like, Ghosty says I own the chat as usual. I like this. You know what? This is promising. This makes me happy. Ghosty says a ghost haunts your chat. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think what I'll do is put down this teal as kind of a transition shade between the green and the neon blue. And then maybe I'll have the green just like up here with maybe a bit of yellow as like a highlight. My friendly chat ghost. You know, I really wished that Casper could have stayed as like a human boy so that he could have been with Christina Ricci. Ricci? I don't know how to pronounce names, just so you know. Because like that scene at the end where he's a human boy and he's dancing with Christina, I was like, wow, that's so cute. And then it didn't work out and I was sad. Okay, it's kind of hard to see the colors, but this is a really nice kind of mermaid blue, I would say. And if I put in some of this like peacock blue color, it's like the neon blue but maybe a bit more opaque. Ghosty says, I laughed hysterically when my friend's friend referred to me as Rapask the unfriendly ghost. Oh my goodness. You're not unfriendly. Who says I'll fight them? Don't hold me to that. I can't fight anyone. Okay, it's a little muddy for my liking, so I think... Ghosty says, it's okay, they didn't know and we're making a Casper joke. Yeah. Okay, it's a little muddy for my liking, the blue coloring, because it's kind of mixing with the green. So I think it'll look better if I let it dry before I do things. But... yes! Yeah, I did realize it was a Casper joke, don't worry. I was like... How dare you call Ghosty unfriendly? Anyways, let me just clean my brushes really quickly before I forget. It's always important to clean your brushes if you want to have brushes, because if you don't and you work with acrylic paint, they just turn into one solid block. But yeah, I wish I could do a time-lapse replay of this. This would be really cool. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me today for this painting session. I think I'll finish painting the letters tomorrow and install the lights. So by Tuesday's stream, you should be able to see the finished product. Ghosty says, I do try to be friendly. I'm all about lifting spirits. This is the best. This makes me so happy. Haha, I get it. Lifting spirits. What did the ghost say when they climbed the CN Tower for the first time? Wow, I sure am in high spirits today. You know I'm Canadian because I said CN Tower. Ghosty says, have a good night, Dimple. You can't wait to see the finished product. Thank you. Yeah, you know what, on Tuesday, I might do a dressmaking stream, you know? I might. We'll see. Alright, thank you guys so much for encouraging me through this entire process and sticking with me even though at first I had no idea what I was doing. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you are, and that you take some time to relax and rest. Ghosty says that'll be fun. Yeah, maybe I'll be in a bit of a risky mood and I'll use the DSLR for the sewing stream. I don't know. All right, good night, guys. Bye. There's too many things on my desk to use the mouse. It's gonna take a second.